Anandam. Welcome to my third video on the series Avatara Leela, the life story of the incarnation on the planet, Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda. Today I want to share with you straight away the story of Arunachala and how Sadashiva happened in Arunachala, Tiruvannamalai in South India, and what was the promise he gave to humanity and how he is keeping up the promise till date, which is so important for us to know to understand the Avatara Leela. Brahma and Vishnu, two of the trinity of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, get into an argument as to who is the greater. When they're not able to resolve it amongst themselves, they decide to go to the Supreme Court, which is the court of Sadashiva, Lord Shiva. They go there and Shiva immediately assumes an infinite column of light called the Deepa Stambha, and he tells them, either of you who finds either of my ends first, either the top or the bottom first, is the greater of the two. Brahma assumes the form of a swan and goes upwards, and Vishnu assumes the form of a bow and moves downwards. Brahma represents knowledge. He is the consort of Goddess Saraswati. Vishnu represents wealth, the consort of Lakshmi. The significance behind the story at this stage has to be understood. Vishnu represents wealth. At some point in time, your wealth itself will teach you that there is something beyond wealth that you have to start seeking in life. Whereas Brahma, who represents knowledge, signifies that with knowledge, somehow you'll be able to get supporting arguments for what you feel is right, and you may not hit upon the truth as quickly as with wealth. Anyhow, they assume the two directions. Very soon Vishnu understands that it is not possible to find the lower end of Sadashiva because he's an infinite column of light, and he surrenders to Lord Sadashiva and is blessed by him. Lord Brahma, who represents knowledge, is not able to give up. He keeps flying upwards and upwards, and suddenly finds a flower falling from Shiva's face. It's called the talampu, or the screw pine flower. So he asks the flower, "Where are you coming from?" And the flower says, "I'm coming from Sadashiva's ear. I'm falling from his ear. He had me on his ear." And immediately Brahma says, "All right, come along with me. We'll go to Sadashiva and tell him that I saw you wherever you were, and you can stand witness to it." The flower wonders how to say no to Lord Brahma, the Lord of creation, and it immediately says, "All right, let us go." The moment Sadashiva sees the two of them together, he understands what has happened, and he immediately tells the flower, "For what you've done, no more you'll be used in my worship." And till this date, the screw pine flower is used only on the day of Shivaratri, the day this incident happened, when it was already there on Shiva's ear. Only on Shivaratri day, and that too at a particular period of time, it is offered and removed. And he tells Lord Brahma that you will not be worshipped in temples because of what you've done. Then finally, Brahma and the flower understand where they stand and seek forgiveness to Lord Sadashiva, and till date you will find that there are no big Brahma temples at all, and you will find the Brahma deity where the Abhisheka water, the water used for the holy bath of the Shiva deity in all Shiva temples, where the water comes out and falls, at that spot Brahma will be there, symbolically washing away as a prayaschitta for whatever he did, as a fulfilling the unfulfilled actions and cognitions. So that is the symbolic positioning of Brahma in the temples, the Shiva temples. So Brahma and Vishnu understand their folly, come together and request Sadashiva, like how you enlighten the two of us, you have to be there for humanity forever and ever. So can you please do something about that? Sadashiva, immediately heeding to their request, makes a threefold promise. He says, "Here where I appear as the Deepa Stambha, as the column of light, I will be there in three forms for humanity forever and ever. One, as the Arunachala mountain in Tiruvannamalai, which represents the column of light, which is Sadashiva himself. And second, as the Linga, Arunachaleshwara Linga, which is worshipped in the Arunachaleshwara temple in Tiruvannamalai. The mountain form you cannot worship directly, you cannot offer flowers directly at its feet. So the worship is offered to the Linga form of Sadashiva. What is the third form? I will be available as the mountain form, which is the unmoving form, and then the Linga form, to which you can offer your puja, your worship every day, and the third as a living master forever and ever in this place, who will come time and again to work with individuals, with humanity, and give them enlightenment. Make them realize the state of Sadashivatva, or oneness. True to his promise, Sadashiva is there forever as the Arunachala mountain in Tiruvannamalai, and he is there forever as the Arunachaleshwara Linga in the Arunachaleshwara temple in Tiruvannamalai, and he keeps his promise, his third promise, in the form of the unbroken lineage of incarnations who happen from that time till date in Tiruvannamalai. The recent incarnations in the unbroken lineage being Seshadri Swamigal, Bhagwan Ramana Maharishi, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, and now beloved Paramahamsa Nityananda Swami. There is an amazing video where Swamiji and his immediate predecessor in the unbroken lineage, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar ji, are seen together, where Swamiji is a young boy, already assumed the human form, and Yogi Ram Surat Kumar ji is in the latter part of his life. So the incarnations happening in Tiruvannamalai, the unbroken lineage, is directly Sadashiva's word to humanity. And so in this Avatara Leela, the life story of Swamiji, we can now understand the exact context of the happening of Swamiji on the planet Earth. Why he came, how he's fulfilling the promise till date, and why we need to understand and read the Avatara Leela and go so deep into it, because what else other than the story and the incidents and the happenings in the life of Sadashiva on the planet, what else other than that can give you the quickest realization, can give you in the quickest way the shift in understanding and the knowledge that you need to break free from your limited existence now and live as a liberated being with powerful cognitions and radiating powers, and living like the rishis who lived thousands of years ago in this Sanatana Hindu Dharma tradition. So that today I would like to end this video here. Please recall the story and read more about it in the Arunachala Purana, which is part of the Skanda Purana, and internalize and let the context click with you. Why the incarnation has happened, why the avatar has happened. It is directly for you. Sadashiva doesn't talk in a collective form at any time. He talks directly to you. He has appeared for you. Whoever you may be, whichever class, creed, gender, country, nationality, religion, enlightenment is Sadashivatva, the oneness with the divine is beyond religion. So he is beyond everything happened for you on the planet. So internalize this. This is the first powerful cognition we need to get in our life, so that we take the first step of linking ourselves to the avatar. And then we will see how the rest of the Leela unfolds in our own life. Nityananda.